Sitting up nice and tall, soles of the feet together. We go, contract, hold the contraction, round over, flat back diagonal, and up. Again, contract, round over, flat back, and up. Again, contract, round over, and flat back. One more, and contract, round over, flat back, and up, and then drop the chin to the chest and round down one vertebrae at a time, allowing your head to go towards your feet and just hang over there. Try to relax in the low back and feel it in your outer hips, the inner thighs, and just relax over. And come up, and let's go to second position, or you can go. And let's do a flex and a spiral and a reach, and in, and a flex, and spiral toward me, reach, and in. Again is flex, and right shoulder to me, reach it long, in and up, and spiral. Adding on, same thing, we go up and spiral, reach it long and in, then you contract, pulling your right hip back, flexing that right foot, and you're contracted and you're reaching around. Then unwind, pull the left hip back and spiral in the opposite direction, reach long and come up. Let's try the other side, flex. And spiral, reach it long, up and in, and contract, pull the left hip back. You're in contraction there, the knee is bent, foot is flexed, and you're reaching, kind of covering your face. And then unwind and stretch and in. Let's do a couple of them up to tempo. And we go flex and a spiral and a reach and in and contract. Unwind and stretch other side and a flex and spiral and a reach, bring it in and contract and reach and up. One more time each side, up and spiral and a reach, bring it in, contract, unwind and stretch other side. We go flex and spiral, reach it long, bring it in and contract, unwind and stretch. And just stretch over, just relax over, and feel the stretch. And come up and shake your legs in. And legs are together, knees on top, reach it out and up, flex and lift in the chest and open and contract and round and give yourselves a hug, point the toes, come up, one vertebrae at a time, clasp your hands, dive your head towards your knees, stretch the shoulders and again reach and up, flex and lift the chest and open and contract and round. And give yourselves a hug, point the toes, come up and open, clasp your hands, dive your head to your knees and stretch. One last time, we go out and up, flex and lift the chest and open and contract and round and give yourselves a hug, point the toes, come up and open, clasp your hands, dive your head towards your knees and hold. Then just release your hands to the sides of your legs and your ribs by your thighs, head towards your knees, and just relax over and stretch. And come up. All right, let's put the right foot in front. Try to lift your heels if you can, holding on to your knees so you're sitting up nice and tall. From there, we contract And then remember we did the spiral, so you pull your left hip back, your right hip goes forward as you spiral around, but try to keep that shoulder down. It has a tendency to want to rise up, but try to keep that shoulder down. So your spiral, come center and contract, other way and spiral. Turn and center and contract, again like that, a spiral. And turn, shoulder down, and center and contract, and a spiral, and twist, and center, adding on, high release. We go spiral, and there. High release, lifting in the chest, but don't let your head flop back. And center, high release, lifting in the chest, your spine is up nice and tall. Then come centered and contract. Other side, spiral. And high release, center, come up tall and contract. And a spiral, high release, center, come center, tall, contract, and spiral. High release, center, come tall, adding on, contract. We go spiral, open the leg, and contract, flex the hands, flex the feet. Pull the bow and arrow, and again, flex the hands, contract, flex the feet. And pull the bow and arrow. Arms reach to the leg, come up, and then contract, spiraling around, come up and pitch forward. From here, you're going to place that right foot flat on the floor as you're pulling your left hip back. So you're pulling your left hip back. Oh, I get a little pinch there. And your foot is planted on the floor, and your arm is reaching straight forward, so your knee is against the upper part of your arm, just above the elbow, and you spiral all the way around. And then from there, contract first by pulling that right hip back, and you're continuing the spiral around, and then come center, up, and pitch forward. And then we switch and do the other side. So let's do this side again. From your contraction, it's actually, let me turn around and have my back to you so you can see it. You know what to do in the front now, so let me show you. I think you'll get the directions better if I have my back to you. So let's say your right foot is in front. We're doing the right foot again. So you're up nice and tall, and you're contracted. And so we're going to spiral, pulling the left hip back, and you open, so you're spiraled, and you're looking in that direction. You flex the hands, flex the foot, and you're contracting. Pull back like a bow and arrow, and contract, and pull back like a bow and arrow. Reach both arms up, side bend, come up, whoops, actually from here, then you contract by pulling that right hip back, and you're spiraling around, and then you come center front, arm comes up, pitch forward. From the pitch forward, you pull that left hip back, your right foot plants on the ground, and you turn and you spiral all the way around as your elbow presses against your knee. Then you pull that right hip back, and you go into your contraction and you spiral around again and come center up, pitch forward. Now, to switch sides, you clasp your hands, you just clasping your hands in front of you, you scoop your belly out. Let me turn front now so you can see. So you clasp your hands, you scoop the belly out, extend your legs forward, and then just switch the legs and come up, and you're ready to go on the other side. So let's try the left. So now your left foot is in front, and you're already in contraction. So we spiral by pulling the right hip back, and open, and then contract, and bow and arrow, and contract, bow and arrow, and contract. After the bow and arrow, then reach, and from there, it's a contraction pulling back. Let's see, here, and contract, and up center, and pitch forward. And then from the pitch, you pull the right hip back, you plant that left foot on the ground, and you spiral around, putting the elbow by the knee, and then start with the contraction by pulling that left hip back, and you spiral around that way, come up center, pitch forward, nice long diagonal spine, clasp your hands, scoop the belly out, extend the legs forward, and you're actually leaning back, so it's very abdominal work, very much abdominal work. Switch the legs and come up. So, all right, let's do just one more thing here. So hands behind your back, let's just do flex and point one foot, flex the other, and alternate. Flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we go flex, externally rotate and point, turn in, and flex, externally and point, turn in, and flex, and rotate, really squeeze the inner thighs, and flex, and rotate, and point, turn in, inhale, scoop up, and round over. All right, carefully help yourself to stand up, and we'll hang upside down a little bit, stretching the hamstrings. So just hang upside down a little bit. And soften the knees and begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time. You can put your hands on your thighs to help you if you need to, leaving your chin for last. And roll the shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, arms up. And exhale.